A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does. Compared
That
to
don't even
my
look like
other
coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee,
That is over.
the white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. Your
That
coffee
does look
looks
good.
That's my coffee.
It does look good.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like kind of.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do
cheat.
cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comfort of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and stroke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Elite's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The devil and the devil was fucking up here.
Here he go. Here we go.
Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have
on
to
the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you first top. I'll stretch and give you first top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess to be straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. The least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one.
That's I did. I did.
Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
Y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk as fuck or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Well, hello. Hi, everyone. How the hell are you people doing? How the hell are you? It's Friday. It is Friday. And yet again, I have to travel. I have to travel again tomorrow, not for good stuff. I have a funeral to attend tomorrow. So, and I will be traveling all day. So, because I can't have Silly Saturday tomorrow, I'm doing it today. So, welcome to Silly Saturday yet again on a Friday. We don't even have a whole lot of time to do this. And y'all know sometimes Silly Saturday takes a whole 2.5 hours. I know my big sis really be is going live at 6:45, so we are under time restraints. So I made sure that I started today at 4:30 on time. On time. There will be a late bell today at 5:15. Hall monitors. Late bell today will be at 5:15. We will be giving out a 12,000 word essay for anybody who comes to class late. But yes, we have a packed. The dossier is packed today. The dossier is packed today. That's all I could say. The dossier today is packed. So we're not going to even listen. The people, they'll get in where they fit in. They'll come in. They'll get in where they fit in. I ain't going to do a whole lot of pleasantries. Programming note. Although I will be traveling most of the day tomorrow, I'm going to get up really early in the morning, drive 6 hours, go to the funeral, leave the funeral, drive 6 hours, come back home. And tomorrow night at 9 p.m., I will be hosting the RuPaul's Drag Race. I'll be hosting the RuPaul's Drag Race panel here tomorrow. So look out for that. It'll be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, it's going to be a busy day for me tomorrow. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord. Pray my strength in the Lord. Anyway. Oh, she just said she's not doing a tribe meeting tonight. Oh, okay. Because I made sure I went early. I did not want to get in my sister way. I wanted to make sure we was in and out. So that means we got a little bit of more. We don't have to rush. We don't have to feel rushed. We can have a little bit of fun there. Ooh, So y'all know what I did here? I poured a little bit of my Crystal Light inside of my Gatorade, so it gives me this flavored not Gatorade, inside of my ginger ale, so it gives me this flavored ginger ale concoction that's really good. You should try it sometimes. Take, some of your little Crystal Light mix, pour it in your ginger ale. It'll give you life. Let me take attendance and say hi to y'all while y'all are here. Hey, Diamond Pearl Jim, Cross Country Cruiser. Hey, my love. Hey, boo. Volvo, what's up, Cooking? Lemon Kush Pepper, Lovely 31 Blueprint, Tracy W, Harold, Pinky Tiki. What's going on, everybody? Complex 613, Tracy C. It is a lot of driving, Diamond Pearl Jim. I'm gonna be careful though. I'm gonna be careful. Hey, Brittany Janae. So listen, y'all. Also of note, I will be purging the members only chat. Probably Sunday, sometime before Monday. I'll go through. Because I know some people for whatever reason didn't want to remain members, and that's okay. We're not forcing it. We don't force nobody to do nothing over here. But we'll definitely purge the members only chat. I cold pressed some lemons and made a fresh lemonade. Now I'm drinking. I know that's right. Tracy, don't inspire me, okay? Don't inspire me to take shots, please. I don't need too much encouragement. You know that. MVM, we do have a Black History Moment segment for Black History Month in the today for Silly Saturday. Listen, are y'all ready to get this show on the road? This is Silly Saturday, y'all. This is the greatest show on earth. This is our flagship program, our premiere installment on our channel, and we certainly want to make sure we do it right. We want to make sure we do it right, baby. You can do it. Take your time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Listen. I drink gin, so gin and some good lemonade. Oh, cha. Some of that good Chick-fil-A lemonade. And I like my lemonade and my orange juice with a little pulp in there. Actually, my orange juice I like with a lot of pulp. my relatives say I like to chew my orange juice. That's how much pulp I like in my orange juice. They hate it. I love it. Anyway, let's get some Shondos in the chat. If y'all ready to get this party started, let's get some Shondos in the chat, please. Let's put some Shondos in this here chat so we can get this party started. I'm ready when y'all are. I am ready when y'all are. Y'all let me know. I'm waiting on y'all. No Shondos. Can we? So that means we can pack up and go on home. We don't need no. We don't need to get started. Mm. Oh, okay. There you go. There y'all go. Okay. Listen, it's silly Saturday, y'all. Let's do what we do. Oh boy. Let's go. Let's do this one. And let's take this out of the way. Now, y'all know it takes us a lot. Silly Saturday takes a lot of bandwidth, y'all. Listen, takes about 6 hours to appropriately produce Silly Saturday, but that's okay. It's a labor of love. We love it over here. Right. Thank you, MBN. Don't forget to hit the like button, click the thumbs up if you're so inclined. What you making for dinner, Tracy? Mm. Right. Let's do this thing. Let's hashtag ABCs. Let's get some hashtag ABCs in the chat, and we ready for real this time. For real. Yes, for real, real, not for play, play. Yes, for real, real, not for play, play. Let's go ahead and get some. Let's get some hashtag ABCs back in the chat. So let's get through the ABCs. Our first ABC. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Whenever I see any one of these two singularly or collectively, it invokes my gag reflex. My bowels begin to move. Mace defends the use of the word pause. He says Saucy Santana even says it. Here, you know what? I was gonna break this down why this is all problematic, but this is the hashtag ABCs. A bitch. I'm not gonna even go through breaking down why Saucy Santana is not the example of what we should ever be doing when it comes to anything involving the LGBTQ plus community. He's never the example. Ever. Ever. I'm moving on. I don't have the energy. We down here at the Rainbow Coalition compound vehemently reject anything dealing with Saucy Santana. Moving on. Uh, Martha, Martha, girl, Martha, Martha, girl, Martha. I don't care, Martha. Martha says she don't want to look her age at all. Martha, that I mean, we hear that from every white woman across the fruited plains. Get over it. You get the benefit of having your white privilege. We get the benefit of having black that don't crack. Get over it. You want to take your white privilege, ma'am, that comes with you looking your age and looking old as hell. Whereas those of us who are a part of the black delegation, we have to deal with all of the fuck shit that goes along with that. So we get the benefit of having black that doesn't crack. Leave us alone, go age gracefully, and go on with life. Go with God. Go with God. I believe she's in her 70s. I thought Martha was in her 70s. I'm sure somebody will put it in the chat, but I believe she's in her 70s. Oh, we don't have time, Martha. Go with God. Go with God. In other news, speaking of the black delegation, we rejected this young man a long time ago. We gave him to the people to descended from the Caucasus Mountains, which is why he's not aging well, because we gave him away and gave him to the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, we don't care. OJ, we don't care. Ain't no prayers up for OJ. Ain't no prayers. None. None. No prayers, OJ. None. You got cancer. They said the man was in hospice. He said he not in hospice. We don't care. In my in my Ebby Reviews voice, we don't care. No, we're not taking him back, Xavier. See, Xavier, you too young. Mm-mm. You too young to understand the totality that is OJ Simpson. He ain't want us. It wasn't that um we tried to take keep him. We tried to have him ingratiated with us. He don't want no parts of us. He adamantly and vehemently denied being a part of the rainbow. He said, I'm not black. I'm OJ. Okay, well then have it your way. We don't want no parts of you then. Bye-bye. Go with God. Literally, go with God. At least we hope you go with God. We know you murdered those people and got away with it. So we hope that you go with God. No, he's not our prodigal son. There's a lot of people that we could claim as our prodigal son. It won't be him. It won't be him, Xavier. Sorry. You no. It won't be him, Xavier. Sorry. Sorry. Jeez. I don't even need to say nothing about them. I don't even need to say anything about this headline. What do you want from me? There's nothing I can say about this headline. Literally nothing. I have nothing. I, the headline speaks for itself. I don't know what exactly. What are we supposed to do with that, Kanye? Go with God. I need to go with God. Emoji. I need to create a go with God emoji. Go with God. Go with God. We have nothing for you. I mean, you want to talk about a reprobate mind. You want to talk about somebody who has clearly, completely lost it. Because the people you want to pattern yourself after are, or compare yourself to, is R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and Puff Daddy. Those are the examples that you want to be lumped in with. Mm-mm, don't have the energy. Go with God. Go with God. Diamond Pearl Jim said as soon as she saw his name, you knew it was about to be a hashtag ABC. We just don't have the energy, sir. We don't. He don't even take showers anymore. He could go go off into the space. Oh my god. I just cannot. I can't. I literally cannot. Oh my lord. What do you want from us, Kanye? We have nothing for you. We have nothing. Go with God. Let's delve into the dossier, people. Let's delve into the dossier. Let's get into the dossier. Let's see what the dossier has for us today. Okay. All right. So we start off with a bit of bad news. Um, we start off with some not so good news, I should say. Henry Fambro, who is the last living member of the Spinners, last living original member, I should say, of the Spinners. He passed away of peacefully of natural causes. Yesterday, he passed away of natural causes. Um, he and the Spinners were actually inducted into the Hollywood. I'm sorry, not Hollywood. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year. Um, he and the other original band members, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year. So, good thing that they were able to honor him before he passed away. But he has gone on to the ancestral plane to be with the great I am. So we will pray and keep his family uplifted in prayer, condolences to his family, friends, and loved ones. All right. All right. Okay, let's do this. We got to do this. Let's just go ahead and start here. Jonathan, I was Jonathan. We were rooting for you. We were rooting for you, sir. Jonathan, we were rooting for you. And now you got us over here looking like clowns. Now, Jonathan, you got us over here looking stupid as hell. Just looking stupid as hell, Jonathan. What do you want from us, Jonathan? You got us over here looking stupid as fuck. I was one of y'all remember I was one of the people over here windmilling for Jonathan. No, y'all can't do Jonathan like that. No, let's wait and see what the end gonna be. Let's wait and make sure what the evidence say. Oh dear God, Jonathan, child. Let me. So two more exes of Jonathan. Now y'all know he's still waiting for his sentencing from the convictions that he got from the last girlfriend. He was acquitted on 2 charges and convicted on 2 charges. So he's waiting on sentencing for that. Okay. In the interim, 2 other former exes have now come forward alleging their own battles with domestic violence that involved him. Their names are Emma Duncan and Maura Hooper. Oh, I should probably let you know. Oh, yes, they are descended from the Caucasus Mountains. If you were wondering, the 2 exes that are accusing him, both of them are descended from the Caucasus Mountains. I just want you to know that. Both of them, the two. So you got the woman that was involved in the court case where he got convicted. She's descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Now you got these 2 new women who are also descended from the fucking Caucasus Mountains. Jonathan, you got me over here looking stupid as fuck. Dear God. Here's some of the gory details. I do mean gory. So Emma Duncan and Maura Hooper alleged they dated Jonathan between 2013 and 2019. During that time, Emma Duncan claims that she suffered physical and emotional abuse from Jonathan, while Maura Hooper alleges that the actor emotionally abused her. They both accused him of being, quote, a controlling, threatening figure who isolated them from friends and career pursuits, end of quote. Emma Duncan alleges that she was engaged to Jonathan from 2015 to 2019. And she and Maura Hooper both said Majors was Jonathan was often, quote, love bombing, end quote, when they first began dating before he allegedly became violent. Can somebody explain to me what love bombing is? I don't know. Bombing, bombing. Xavier, one of my Gen Zers, I figure y'all know what love bombing is. Can I get y'all to tell me what love bombing is? I really don't know. Let me continue on. They both said that he was off when they first began dating before he allegedly said in a statement that was issued before the trial for the the immediate ex-girlfriend. She said that and it was not allowed to be submitted as evidence in that trial, but she said in a statement that he, quote, threatened to strangle and kill her, end quote, in 2016. She also said that he later allegedly, quote, slammed her body into their mailbox, end of quote. And that's what Emma Duncan said. He allegedly dated both Emma Duncan and Maura Hooper at the same time briefly, although the women say they weren't aware of one another at first. Maura Hooper said during her relationship with Jonathan, she allegedly was, quote, not allowed to speak to anyone about their relationship, isolating her from a support system, end of quote. Now, Maura, I ain't got nothing to do with that. The man don't want you to talk to anybody about the relationship. He want you to talk to anybody about your relationship isolating you from a support system. End of quote. After they split, Jonathan lashed out after he found out she was dating someone else, calling her a whore and allegedly telling her, quote, I hope you die, kill yourself. And end quote. And he also said, quote, I'm going to rip you out of my heart the way they ripped out our the way they ripped our baby out of you. End of quote. Oh, my internet is acting up. Hold on, y'all. Dear God. Oh, my internet is acting up. Yeah, it is doing the most. Let me read that again, y'all. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I didn't know I was freezing. Let me go back and read that again, y'all. I'm sorry. Um let me go all the way back. Sorry. Let me go all the way back. So first, Emma Duncan alleged that she was engaged to Jonathan from 2015 to 2019, and she and Maura Hooper said Jonathan was often, quote, love bombing, end quote, when they first began dating before he allegedly became violent. I don't know what love bombing is. I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me what love bombing is. Emma Duncan said in a statement that was issued before the although the women say they weren't aware of one another at first. Maura Hooper said during her relationship with Jonathan, she allegedly was, quote, not allowed to speak to anyone about their relationship, isolating her from a support system, end of quote. Well, sweetheart, dear one, that's pretty normal in a, high profile in a high profile marriage or relationship with a high profile um, celebrity. They often will tell you, don't tell anybody about our relationship. I'm just saying. But let me keep reading. She recalled becoming pregnant. This is Maura Hooper. She recalled becoming pregnant. However, Jonathan was allegedly not supportive after she ended the pregnancy and refused to pick her up from a clinic. She claimed that after they split up, Jonathan lashed out after he found out she was dating someone else, calling her a whore and allegedly telling her, quote, I hope you die, kill yourself, and I'm going to rip you out of my heart the way you ripped our baby out of you. End of quote. Let me read that quote again. He told her, I'm, quote, I'm going to rip you out of my heart the way they ripped our baby out of you. End of quote. Cast and crew members from Lovecraft HBO's Lovecraft Country also alleged that he had alarming behavior on set, and one woman filed a complaint that ultimately led to him apologizing. His attorney responded to claims and said his relationships with both women were toxic and that he, quote, did say hurtful things, end quote. However, he was not physically abusive. While all of this is going on, y'all, while all this is going on, Megan says, baby, listen, that's my man. I love him. I ain't going nowhere. That's what Megan said. Megan said, that's my man. He ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. And this is what we doing. Who you mad at? Reports are that they are closer than ever. Reports are him and Megan are closer than ever. Jonathan, I, I can't. We were rooting for you. We were hoping that all of these things were wrong. We were hoping that people were just, putting 20 on 10. We were hoping by some sheer chance that none of this was true. And yet here we are. I can't help you, Jonathan. I can't help you. I can't help you. It's nothing we could do. Go with God, Jonathan. Go with God. Listen, Xavier, they said that they are closer than they ever been. They said they together all the time. And baby, I don't know, Harold. I don't know. They said that from what everybody said, him and Megan are closer than ever. And they two peas in a pod and they all lovey-dovey. Maybe this is a part of that love bombing that the exes accused him of. I don't know. It's 5:15. Hall monitors. The late bell has rang. The late bell has rang. Hall monitors. 12,000 word essay. 12,000 word essay for anybody late to class. Not Devin Franklin need to go get his wife. Baby, listen. I don't know. I can't call it. So listen, y'all. This is a made for silly Saturday story, y'all. Wait till y'all get a load of this story. Are y'all ready? Listen, I don't know if y'all are ready for this story. I don't know if y'all are truly ready for this story. This story is a lot, y'all. This story is a whole lot. Danny say she ain't doing no essay work, got her stressed out enough. I hear you, Danny. I hear you. So let me get to this story, y'all. A transgender woman who sued her ex-boyfriend for throwing out her balls, apparently didn't have a case worth litigating because a judge has tossed out her case. Brianna Kingsley is the woman you see there. She recently filed a lawsuit against William Wojciechowski in Detroit, whom she was dating a couple years ago while she was transitioning, and who she claims discarded her surgically removed testicles in the wake of their breakup. Do I need to read that again? Do I need to read that again? Let me read that again. I'm sorry. That's all one sentence. Oh, let me read that whole sentence again. Brianna Kingsley had recently filed a lawsuit against William Wojciechowski in Detroit, whom she was dating a couple years ago as she was transitioning, and who she claims discarded her surgically removed testicles in the wake of their breakup. I don't I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you all want from me. I don't I don't know what y'all want from me. Oh God. At first, Brianna was suing him for allegedly not returning her balls to her, claiming in her small claims suit that he was holding them hostage and keeping them in a mason jar in his refrigerator next to a carton of eggs. However, after she sued him, her ex countersued her, claiming she'd humiliated him and also noting that he'd already thrown the testicles away. It was a lot of back and forth for a while, and the absurd case was highlighted by a quote Brianna said in court at one point. She said, quote, "We're talking about my nuts. I wanted them in my refrigerator, not his. The damages were the loss of these nuts." And that, ladies and gentlemen, and non binary gender conforming members of our audience, was said in a court of law in these yet to be United States of America. I, 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 Brianna was seeking to the return of her testicles, even though they'd already been thrown away, plus an extra $6,500 in damages. Her ex-boyfriend was also seeking damages for his claim. In the end, um the court found that it was not worth taking under further consideration. The judge called the competing lawsuits against each other a wash, and added that it would have been too difficult to put a dollar amount on testicles. I'm just reading what's here. I'm just reading what's here. Both the lawsuits were tossed out. It should be noted that during the court case, Brianna allegedly seemed proud to show off her testicles a couple years ago after she underwent gender reassignment test surgery. Why are you? I, what do y'all want from me? Jay Parrish, help me here. Help me here. Because what we're talking about is we're talking about balls. We're talking about nuts. For I need a drink. Thank you, y'all. A bitch just came. A bitch just came. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Here's my first question. Here's my first question. That means that before you went into said surgery, you had to go to the doctor and say, "Hey, doc, these testicles and that nut sack that you cutting off? I just want to hold on to them. Can you hold those off to the side? Because I'm gonna need them at some point. I might need those again. So just hold the balls, just my nuts, my nut sack, my balls, my testicles, my testes, my gonads. Just hold those off to the side." Now that picture you see at the bottom left, that's a picture of her holding the balls. Oh yes, in that bag, that's the balls in the bag. Hmm. Second question, what the fuck are you doing with your balls? Like when you meet dudes, are you fucking saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, I did used to be a man. Oh, you don't believe me? Here's my nuts." third question. I need my medical experts, Yana, Janae, any of my medical experts. I need y'all to come to the whiteboard. All medical experts, please come to the whiteboard. Question: is a refrigerator the right place to keep organs that have been removed from your body? Like, I feel like they should be in your freezer at best. I don't know that the refrigerator gets to a low enough temperature to keep the balls from going bad. I don't know. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I don't listen. I didn't get this story from like theonion.com or something. This story was on TMZ. So please be clear. I went and vetted the source. I found several other articles from local newspapers that were also reporting the same things. So this is an actual real story, a credible story, y'all. I just didn't pull this out. Right. He says he wants to see my blue ball. I don't can somebody I don't I have so many questions. Where did you get the 65? I'm sorry, I hope I'm not freezing y'all. Where did you get the $6,500 price tag on a pair of nuts? Like, how much are your nuts worth? How did we get to $6,500 for your nuts? I just, I, I have no idea what y'all want from me. I just report on these things. I just report on them. That's all I do. I'm moving on. Nope, I can't do no more. A bitch can't. Hashtag ABC. That could have been in the hashtag ABCs. Okay, so they unveiled the Kobe Bryant. Um, they unveiled the Kobe Bryant statue. Um, outside of the arena over in Los Angeles. You can there's some pictures of it there. Now, on the left, you see the image that they used to base the statue off of, and then you see the statue from the side, the profile view of the statue. That way, you can see it up against um the actual image of Kobe, and then you see it from the front there. So it was unveiled yesterday by his wife, Vanessa. I believe it's like a week or so. I believe he died on January 31st or 30th, um, 2020. I think this year makes I think he died in 2020, either 2020 or 2021. He passed away. I thought he died right before COVID. If I'm not mistaken, I thought he died right before COVID. But I think the statue looks actually nice. It's pretty good. Whoever the sculptor is, I've seen some of these bronze statues that look a damn mess, and that don't look nothing like the person. But I thought the person that did the statue, now she should have put him in a lava lamp. I'm not doing this. You want the jersey they was giving away? I ain't see that, Tracy. Send me put it in the group. I mean, in the members only chat. I don't know if I saw the jersey they were giving away, but yeah. So that's the statue. It was 2020 good. Okay, but yeah. So shout out to Kobe. I wasn't the biggest Kobe fan, only because I'm a Celtics fan, and as a Celtics fan, you can never like anything that involves the Los Angeles Lakers. However, I respected him and his talent. I just, I'm a Celtics fan, so I could never root for him. Certainly didn't. I certainly respected him more after his retirement, and certainly was moved just like everybody else when he and his daughter and all of those other people died. So there's also a statue at, I believe, the crash site with him and his daughter. Um, that I think we talked about that on this channel when they unveiled that statue about a year or so ago. So yeah. Listen, don't talk about my Celtics, Ashton. Hey, Ashton. Speaking of sports, yes, in 2 days we will all be watching the Super Bowl. There's everybody will be watching. So listen, I pulled up a sheet that has prop bets, and I can tell you what some of the prop bets are. If you want to know, hold on. Let me get that for y'all. If you want to know, hold on. Let me get that for y'all. Hold on. That's me listening to myself. Hold on. Um, where did that go? Hold on, y'all. Now I got to find it. Lord. All right, here we go. All right. All right. So here are the prop bets. Length of the national anthem. The over under is 87.5 seconds. How long is 87.5 seconds? That breaks down to about a minute and a half almost. I'm going to take the over. That's a minute 27 and a half seconds. I'm going to take the over on that. Okay. Coin toss. You could make a bet on a coin toss. Of course, who's going to be the winner? The point spread, I think, is 49ers by 2. Um, you can make a bet on what's going to be the first offensive play, a running play, or a passing play. Um, you can make a bet on whether or not there will be a score in the first 6 minutes and 59 seconds. So the over under for the first score is 7 minutes. Um, you can bet on the number, the jersey number of the first touchdown scorer, whether it will be odd or even. Um, over under for the over under for the last note of the national anthem is 6.5 seconds. That's the over under for the last note of the national anthem. 6.5 seconds. I'm taking the over. I always every year bet on the over under for the last note of the national anthem. You always take the over. They always go over 6.5 seconds. Oh, they'll beat that easily. Easy. I don't, who's singing the national anthem? Can somebody look up and see who's singing the national anthem? Because I don't know who's singing the national anthem. Somebody tell me who's singing the national anthem. Now, y'all already know who I'm rooting for. My beloved 49ers. Y'all know I am an avid 49er fan, been a 49er fan all my life. So I am rooting for my beloved 49ers. Reba singing it. That changes a few things. Now that's an interesting. But if Reba is singing the national anthem, you heard it was Post Malone. Montrez says it's Reba McEntire. Now, if it's Reba McEntire, hmm, that's I don't know. I'm still gonna take the over, but that makes that bet a lot more interesting because Reba McEntire ain't known. She's a country singer. She can sing now, but she ain't known for holding out these long notes. Even though 6.5 seconds ain't that long, still. Mm. I'm taking the over. Not you must have been on your higher medication. I'm not doing this with you, Ashton. Listen, those are some of the prop bets. You could bet on pretty much anything in the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, you could bet on anything. You could bet on the color of the Gatorade when they do the Gatorade bath at the end. You could you could vote on how many Bud Light commercials there'll be. It's so many things you can vote on. So many things. And more Super Bowl news. So remember we did the story about the fact that dirty ass Patrick Mahomes has these underwear that he says he's never washed and he wears and for every game and he's ever played and he's never washed them, some red underwear or whatever. So his mama went on a podcast and she said, quote, I asked Brittany, it's not that he wears them in the game, he wears them from point A, like leaves the house, gets to the game. I don't think he wears them in the game. End quote. That's what his mom explained. Now, Brittany is the name of his wife. Hey, mom. Hey, Brittany. Y'all don't know what the fuck his dirty ass is doing when he get his stinking ass over there to the field. I believe his dirty ass probably is wearing it. I told y'all the copious amounts of ball gravy floating around. I mean, we just got a lot of dirty balls and nuts this episode of Silly Saturday. Can you imagine the copious amounts of ball gravy swimming around in them goddamn underwear? I think his dirty ass probably do wear 'em. That's some dirty ass shit. But the mama trying to clean it up, literally. Oh, I don't think he actually wears them in the game. His dirty ass do. Y'all ain't at. They don't let y'all in the locker room. You trying to clean it up? Talk about, oh, he only wears it to the game, but not actually in the game. No, his dirty ass wear it in the game. I don't believe no parts of him not wearing it in the game. Please be clear. Please be clear. We believe all parts of the fact that he's dirty as hell. Excuse me. Whew, that was a good sneeze right there. That was a good sneeze. The bastard is dirty as hell. The bastard is dirty as hell. I just can't. Ball gravy. Serious. Let's talk about the real reason most black people care. Now, there's a good contingency of us black people who are here for the game. I'm here for the game. My beloved 49ers will be in the game. So I absolutely am here for the game. But most black people across the fruited plains are here for one reason, to watch the Super Bowl. And the reason is on your screen. That reason is Mr. Raymond. The black delegation will be here for all parts of Mr. Raymond. We here. Now, allegedly, they're saying he's supposed to bring Justin Bieber out. Y'all know he, discovered Justin Bieber off YouTube. Um, Alicia Keys is on record saying that she's looking forward to coming on stage with him and doing the song My Boo. I really don't care for Alicia Keys. I just don't. I don't care for her singing. Sure, that Beaver kid is coming out, or that woman who stole that other lady's husband, Alicia Keys, is coming out either. He haven't said what songs he's doing. This is all rumor mill. Um, listen, we already know Lil Jon is gonna be out there. Now, if Lil Jon ain't out there, it's gonna be a problem. You already know Lil Jon is gonna be out there. Yeah, let's go. Y'all know how Lil Jon is, honey. Yeah. I hate Alicia Keys' first album. I hate as a musician, the key of A minor is my least favorite key. So all of those songs did not agree with my spirit. Her second album is probably the only album I can tolerate from her. Alicia Keys' second album is the only album I can tolerate from her. Now, speaking of Usher, what songs? Everybody give me two Usher songs that he has to do in order for you to be satisfied. Give me two Usher songs that he has to do in order for you to be satisfied. What's two Usher songs he has to? Now, I'm trying to think. I told y'all my favorite Usher album is the 8701 album. That's my favorite Usher album. That album was that's that album for me. I don't even know. Mm. The songs that I want him to do, he's probably not going to do. It will probably be songs off the 8701 album. I figure you're going to get a lot of the Raymond versus Raymond album, a lot of the Confessions album, a lot of the Confessions Part 2 album. Like, we know he's gonna do You Got It Bad. We know we gonna uh what's the song? Why I can't think of the name of this song. Nice and Slow. You know he's gonna do Nice and Slow. You know he's gonna do My Way. You know he's gonna do Let It Burn. You know he's gonna do Yeah. You know certain. Now You Make Me Wanna is on my list. I need you to do um You Make Me Wanna, but I want him to do My Way. I want it's so many songs. Usher got a whole catalog out here. Let's just be clear. A whole catalog. I'm a fan of the first Usher album. That first Usher album used to give me Life Abundant, but some of y'all are too young to know about that first album. He well actually they extended him. At first he only had 13 minutes, but they said they gave him an extra 2 minutes, so now he has 15 minutes. Normally the Super Bowl halftime performance gets about between anywhere between 10 to 13 minutes. He had 13 minutes, they gave him an extra two, so he'll have 15 minutes. He need all that time, all of it. Now, allegedly, he didn't find out he got that extra 2 minutes until this week, which is not good because y'all have to do practices. You got adding an extra 2 minutes to that kind of a set, and the all of the things that goes into it is like moving heaven and earth. But I'm sure he'll make it happen. He's a professional. He'll make it happen. But we're rooting for Usher. We will all be rooting for Usher. Shout out to Usher. Shout out to Usher. So y'all's girl, y'all know I can't stand this woman. Y'all know I cannot stand her. Y'all's girl is in the news again. So um so a female security guard has put a lawsuit out on her. So there are some updates to some of the allegations in this lawsuit. So she filed an update, or I forgot the technical legal jargon for it. But there are new details that are being revealed in the incident from this court case. Now, the victim's name is Imani Ellis. She filed, oh, here it is. She filed an amended complaint. That's what I should say, as a part of her court battle with Cardi B. In this amended complaint, she described the alleged encounter with Cardi B in great detail. The security guard says she was working at a Beverly Hills medical building on February 24th, 2018. During her shift, she said She noticed Cardi B leaving a doctor's office. The security guard says she approached Cardi, but things went south from there. The alleged victim claims that Cardi maliciously struck her in the head, face, and body. In the amended complaint, um, she says her lawyers added that Cardi allegedly used her quote long fingernails and sharp objects, causing Miss Ellis to sustain facial injuries, including cuts on Miss Ellis's face. End of quote. The amended complaint goes on to say, quote, the cuts on Miss Ellis's face later turned into facial scars, requiring plastic surgery. Says Cardi also swung at Miss Ellis to strike her in the face and body. End of quote. Miss Ellis claims that Cardi spit on her, which landed on her face, body, and clothing. In addition, Miss Ellis claimed that Cardi used multiple profanities and racial slurs against her. Sources close to Cardi B claims that Miss Ellis tried to take a video of the pregnant rapper before she told the world about her being with her daughter, Culture. So she tried to take a video of Cardi before people knew Cardi was pregnant, and Cardi got mad and decided she was going to attack this woman because if you're pregnant and with child, the smart thing to do is to go and get in physical altercations with security guards because that's the smart thing that a pregnant woman should be doing. I'm just saying. Miss Ellis claims that she suffered serious bodily injuries, mental anguish, and anxiety. Her lawsuit claims that she had a recent psychological and medical treatment to deal with the aftermath of the alleged assault. It's a lot. It's a lot. And there's unspecified damages that are being sought. Listen, I don't care if you believe the lady or not. At the moment that this wild ass animal, because Cardi B at this point is a wild ass fucking animal. That's all she is. She's a fucking wild ass animal. She's been a wild ass animal since we saw her on goddamn Love and Hip Hop New York. So this is par for the course. So I believe every word of it. Now, do I believe that that woman probably tried to videotape Cardi B coming out of the doctor's office at the time? Probably. Was the lady wrong for probably trying to videotape her? Probably. But your answer, Cardi B, is not for you to go and physically assault this woman and try to fight this woman, get into a physical altercation with someone while you're with fucking child. And even if you weren't with child, hello, when you're a celebrity, if you breathe on somebody wrong, they're going to sue your ass. I hope that just like the people hope that was hoping that you got all of Tasha K's money, I'm hoping that this woman gets 4 to 5 million out of you. I hope the woman get $4 or $5 million out of you because you have no business attacking this woman. The woman said she had to get plastic surgery and all that kind of stuff to cover up these scars. hmm Now, was the woman doing too much? Probably talk about she went to go get plastic surgery so she could add that to the bill. Probably, but these are the things that happen when you don't do the right thing. And you, Cardi, have a history of not doing the right thing. Right. Exactly, Spicy Original. Why are you going to the I mean, if you're Cardi B and you're that concerned about people taking videos and pictures of you, where's your security? Why are you getting into physical altercations and you're with child? A mess. The woman needs to sue you for everything you're worth. Give that woman 10 million. I'm just saying. You know I don't like Cardi B anyway. Anyway, go with God. I hope she get everything. I hope that woman get all your coins. Bye. Go with God. In other news, great segue talking about women and their women that are with child. So Pink recently was had a tour stop, and one of her fans went into labor in the mosh pit. Pink had to stop the concert. She was in I believe she was in Sydney. I believe they said she was in Sydney, and she was at her tour she has mosh pit and stuff like that. And they said the woman went into labor. They had to stop the concert. So her side of it. After the concert, the people in the mosh pit started pointing, saying, "Hey, hey, somebody get over here!" And so Pink stopped the song. Um, so yeah. hmm Um, it doesn't say if the child was born right there in the at the venue, or whether or not the child um was able to make it to the hospital. But yeah, this happened out in Sydney, Australia. And first of all, if you're that far along, why you at this concert? And I'm not saying you can't go to a concert, but why are you in the mosh pit? I'm just saying, why, if you are pregnant and pregnant to the point where you're going into labor, why? I'm not saying you can't go to the concert. If you want to go to the concert, go ahead, go with God. Why are you in the mosh pit? Horrible things happen in the mosh pit. Okay. Horrible. I'd venture to tell you, depending on which mosh pit you're in, some babies are conceived in mosh pits. I've seen it happen. Ch- What y'all got going on? And these are the children who y'all keep saying are our future. I got to move on. I can't. So y'all, the people are the people are giving this young man everything he wants. They are giving him the blues. So that is rapper or whatever he entertainer Playboy Cardi, and he's out there in some lace thongs. He was spotted at a gas station over in Los Angeles earlier this week. And bro wanted to let y'all know what he had. Bro wanted to let y'all know what he got going on. Okay. Bro said, listen, the booty shoot is always ready. Does he not look like he's on his now? I feel like he's going to, if you aren't going to the gas station looking like that, the only time people go to the gas stations and looking like that is if they're on their way to a midnight rendezvous. You going to go buy some of those gas station pills that get your dick hard. So you going to go take that to your boo thing because he told you on the way, can you pick up one of them pills from the gas station and bring it by, and I'll take that as soon as you get here. And he went to go pick that up before he go went and met his boo. Why else can you explain this outfit that he got going on, honey? Baby, he got all kinds of, makeup or whatever the fuck that is on his face. Baby, listen. I don't know. He got on compression shorts. He got on late. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't. This is what y'all got going on. This is Xavier. These Xavier Harold. These are your people. These are your people. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know if that's a black jock strap. It looks like lace. I don't know what that is. I don't know that I want to know, but the people are dragging him. Dragging him. Even I wouldn't be caught in some mess like this. Although I am pretty conservative in my wardrobe choices. Anyway, we'll have time. Go with God. Uh, y'all know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, he'll say we ain't even the same age. Ladies and gentlemen, non binary, gender conforming members of our audience, y'all know what time it is. It's our favorite time. It's time for your Sugar Spike segment. Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. So listen. In our first Sugar Spike segment, y'all's president, Joseph Robinette, is in the news. So, Joseph Robinette, you know, is the old guy in the room. The people are some, and people are asking him, are you okay? Is your memory okay? So he went on this rant yesterday, um, and while he was taking questions from the press, he went on this rant talking about, my memory's fine. If my memory was that bad, would I been able to do all of the things that I have done or whatnot? Then this young man goes on and on and on, and instead of shutting the fuck up, Joseph Robinette, in the same press conference where he is vehemently denying having mental issues and having mental lapses, then then says Abdel Fattah El Sisi. Now, if you don't know who Abdel Fattah El Sisi is, Abdel Fattah El Sisi is the president of Egypt. Okay. Abdel Fattah El Sisi is the president of Egypt. He said that that's the president of Mexico. Same news conference where he's adamantly defending the fact that, his mental capacity is upstanding. At this point, I feel like they're trying to lose. I, I don't even know how you mix Mexico and Egypt up. I'm just trying to figure that out. I might have went with you if you mistook it for another Middle Eastern country, but Mexico, our neighbors to our south. You confuse Mexico with Egypt. Now, maybe that was a Freudian slip, because let the people tell it, you're more inclined to be president of Israel than you is of the United States. And Egypt is the neighbors to the south of Israel. So that would make sense then. But you calling Abdel Fattah El Sisi the president of Mexico makes us question your mental capacity, your memory. Y'all calling this man 97 and 98. Let me move on. But yeah, you're not helping yourself. I think he's trying to lose at this point. So, yes, ladies, those ladies paying attention, you are what looking at somebody getting a perm. She's getting her hair relaxed. She's getting a perm. So the FDA has finally planned to ban a chemical that's often used in hair relaxer, although many scientists and medical experts say it's really too little too late. Formaldehyde is now being which has always been classified as a carcinogen, is now being banned in the use of as a chemical to be used in hair relaxer, and most medical professionals and scientists are saying this is way too little too late. They have the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, is tentatively scheduled to unveil a proposal to consider banning the chemical from hair straightening products. The move comes at a time of rising alarm among researchers over the health effects of hair straighteners, products widely used by and heavily marketed to Black women. But advocates and scientists say the proposed regulation would do far too little in addition to being far too late. Quote, the fact that formaldehyde is still allowed in hair care products is mind blowing to me. I don't know what we're waiting for. End of quote. And that comes from Linda Birnbaum, who's a former director of the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences and the National Toxicology Program. Asked why it's taking so long to get the issue on the FDA's agenda. Um, Namaje Bompus, the regulatory agency's chief scientist, told California Healthline, quote, I think primarily the science has progressed, end quote. She added that the agency is always balancing multiple priorities. It is a priority for us now, according to her. Listen, y'all ain't trying to do right by Black women. We know that. Y'all ain't trying to do right by Black people overall. Now, there has been, hey, Black Regina, there has been an outcry about some of the chemicals used in these products that have been marketed at Black women for years. We see what happened to Johnson and Johnson with the talcum powder, right? We remember that class action lawsuit, right? Y'all don't care what happens to Black women, and you continue to have these things marketed toward Black people, not just Black women, but Black people in general, with reckless abandon and don't give a shit. And then, because you said it, well, we have a lot of priorities, and it's just now becoming one of our priorities. Really, really a mess. A mess. We'll keep you informed. In other sugar spiky news, so the University of Pennsylvania, oh yes, UPenn, oh yes, the Ivy League school, UPenn, apparently they buried bones of 19 Black people used in racist research. The descendants of these 19 people say that the family had no input. Let me read this real fast. After the University of Pennsylvania announced the reburial, notice I said reburial, of the 19 Black people whose bones were used for racist scientific research, the community criticized officials at the Philadelphia school for their lack of involvement in the decision. Spearheaded by physician Samuel George Morton in the 1830s, the Associated Press reported that the remains linked to his study to prove that white people are the superior race. In addition, his work set out to give justification to slavery. Oh, you heard us correctly. He kept the remains of black people to prove that white people were the superior race, and his work was aimed and set out to give justification for slavery. Let me keep reading. According piled nine, let me say that again, 900 skulls, which were a part of the Morton cranial collection and expanded after his passing. So even after he died, they expanded the study. Amid Penn Museum's efforts to reverse its wrongdoing in the wake of the push for reparations, community members wanted their voices to be heard and called out its director. Quote, that's not repatriation. We're saying that Christopher Woods does not get to decide to do that. The same institution that has been holding a and exerting control for years over these captive ancestors is not the same institution that can give them ceremony. End of quote. And that's what an activist by the name of Ali A. Muhammad said to the Associated Press. I don't need to keep going on. Y'all see what's going on here. The white people are feeling their white guilt. Now the picture you see there is a memorial that was made for the victims of this. So many of the bodies were never recovered. So many of the bodies were never found, were just discarded. And the reason that they have 19, because those are the only ones that they have left. There were they talked about over 900 skulls. 900 skulls alone were found. That's not including other body parts. A mess. A mess. Child. Let me move on before we get triggered. Before we get triggered. In other news of people doing things, doing bad things, First National Bank of Pennsylvania, because we're staying in the great state of Pennsylvania, I'm sorry, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. First National Bank of Pennsylvania must pay $13.5 million after being accused of blocking black people in North Carolina from seeking home loans. After being accused of discriminatory lending practices, one of the largest banks in the United States has agreed to pay $13.5 million to resolve allegations that it redlined predominantly black and Hispanic neighborhoods located in Charlotte and Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The state of North Carolina and the U.S. Justice Department made the announcement recently. Between 2017 and 2021, First National Bank of Pennsylvania, which acquired Yadkin Bank in 2017, allegedly did not provide mortgage lending services to predominantly black and Hispanic neighborhoods in the two major North Carolina cities. That's according to the federal complaint. The complaint also alleges that the mortgage lender was disproportionately focused on the city's white populated areas and discouraged the black and Hispanic people seeking credit in those areas from getting home loans, according to a news release Monday from the Justice Department. White residents make up over 43% of Charlotte's population of over 890,000, while black people account for around 35%, and Hispanic or Latinx people account for over 15%, according to the 2022 Census Bureau data. In Winston-Salem, the city comprises 51% white residents, around 33.2% black residents, and 16.6% Hispanic or Latinx residents. Compared with First National Bank of Pennsylvania, the complaint states that, quote, other lenders generated applications in predominantly black and Hispanic neighborhoods at 2.5 times the rate of First National Bank in Charlotte and 4 times the rate of First National Bank in Winston-Salem. That's according to the complaint. It goes on and on and on. I don't even need to keep going on and on. Y'all see what's going on here. Same old, same old. Same old, same old. We know what's going on here. It's America being America. It's America being America. We're not surprised. We're not surprised at all. And let's be clear, $13.5 million is not enough money to deter one of the largest banks in America from continuing to do that. $13.5 million is a drop in the bucket. Now, maybe if you said $13.5 billion, maybe. But $13.5 million is, if that's one of the largest banks in America, that's not a that ain't shit. Their payroll is more than $13.5 million. That don't hurt them. They don't care. That's not a deterrent. Let me move on before I continue to get triggered. So y'all remember we reported a couple weeks ago about the great state of Alabama withholding organs. Remember we talked about organ smuggling that was going on in Alabama. So apparently more cases have come forward. More cases have come forward, raising more questions about the Alabama prison system. More funeral directors are coming forward. More families are coming forward. Um, and many of the cases are linked to the University of Alabama. Um, one of the cases is down in Harold's area, down in Mobile, Alabama. Well, one of the funeral directors have come forward saying, "Yep, there was organs not there." And this all for those people who weren't here then. What they found was when inmates would die in prison, they have to do an autopsy on all inmates that die in prison. However, instead of turning the body over to the funeral home with all of the organs still there, what they were doing was they were harvesting the organs. What they were doing with it, allegedly, some are saying that the University of Alabama and the Alabama university system was using those for scientific reasons. The problem is they weren't getting any consent from any of the family members. It is illegal for them to remove body organs without consent of the next of kin and or family. But this is Alabama, where they believe that if you're a prisoner, you basically are back in the 1800s and you're a slave again and your body belongs to them and there's nothing your family can do or say about it. You from Atlanta today? Child. Yeah, we talked about this. So there more cases are coming forward. Where's the Justice Department? Where's the Justice Department? Y'all got that raging lesbian over there in the Capitol building, over there in the governor's mansion in Alabama. Ain't nobody saying shit to her while she's over here organ harvesting. Let me move on before I get triggered. In more triggering news. Now, this is a story for Teacher Project 2.0. Y'all got that raging lesbian over there in the Capitol building, over there in the governor's mansion in Alabama. Ain't nobody saying shit to her while she's over here organ harvesting. Y'all see, my internet is just not going to let me be great today. My internet refuses to let me be great today. Refuses to let me be great today. Cha. Yeah. That rat bastard you see on your screen is none other than Natalie Klein. Let me read this to you. A Utah high school athlete is under police protection after receiving threats because a state school board member shared a picture of the girl on social media and implied she's transgender. Now the teen's parents are demanding the board member's resignation. Utah State Board of Education member Natalie Klein, who you see pictured here, posted a picture of a Granite School District's basketball team Tuesday on her public Facebook page with the caption, quote, girls basketball, end of quote. One of the players has very short hair and is described by her parents as a tomboy. She is not trans, but the implication from Klein and commenters was that she is and therefore shouldn't be on the team under the new Utah law banning trans girls from being a part of girls' sports. Quote, the comment section quickly became filled with people calling out the player, naming her, threatening her, and referring to her with vulgar language. Some identified her school and said they were going to call the principal. End of quote. And that's according to local news outlets in the area. Klein took the post down Wednesday and apologized to the student while still using the anti-trans language for which she's become known. She said, quote, she does have a larger build like her parents. We live in strange times when it is normal to pause and wonder if people are what they say they are because of the push to normalize transgenderism in our society. End of quote. The girl's parents, Al and Rachel Vanderbeek, want Klein to resign from the board, quote, to look at someone's outer appearance and make an assumption that they're either playing in the right arena or not based on how someone looks. I don't think is appropriate. End of quote. That's what the parents said. The parents also said, quote, the post was cyberbullying at its finest, and went on to note that their daughter, quote, cut her hair short because that's how she feels comfortable. She wears clothes that are a little baggy. She goes to the gym all the time. So she's got muscles. End of quote. The student school district located in Salt Lake City, Utah, has provided extra security for the young lady, including police protection due to the harassment she's received. This is a mess, y'all. Natalie Klein, this is a mess, y'all. Natalie Klein's behavior has been condemned by others as well, even by the legislator who sponsored the state's anti-trans sports law. State Representative Kira Berkeland, a Republican, commented on Natalie Klein's post by saying it was, quote, in poor taste, adding, do you know if this kid is a boy or a girl? This child is a minor being mocked and called out without any facts or proof. End of quote. This I can't go on. This is a mess. This is a mess. But this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens. Now they have to have police protection. Now they have to have extra security for this girl. The girl is receiving threats and all types of things because this woman insinuated that that girl was trans and is not, which is why you should leave the goddamn kids alone, which is why you should not pass these types of laws that give people green lights to go and attack people, assault people, threaten people, and all kind of other foolishness. But this is what y'all wanted, Republicans. This is what you wanted. Sue the woman, sue Natalie Klein, sue the entirety of the legislature of the great state of Utah, sue every goddamn body. Sue everybody. Moving on. Let's get the Kornacki's Khakis Corner. Welcome to the great state of Ohio. Today we'll be highlighting Senate races. So, in the great state of Ohio, their primary is on March 19th. And there's only the Sherrod Brown is the incumbent Democratic senator. He is running, so he does not have anybody running against him. But there's a whole there's a lot more people running on the Republican side. I'm sorry, y'all. So on the Republican side, when I looked and did my research and my homework, there wasn't a real front runner there. It was really a toss up in that Ohio race. It was really a toss up. Like as I was looking, um there's Matt Dolan, who is an Ohio state senator. There is Frank LaRose, who's the Ohio Secretary of State. And then you have Bernie Moreno, who doesn't hold any political office. So there's no real front runner. Um, some are saying right now that LaRose could is likely to win. Others are leaning toward Dolan, but neither one of them have forged ahead yet. So get out and vote. Do your due diligence. On the next state we'll do is Arizona. This is Jason's state. Ruben Gallego is the front runner for the Democratic primary. He's the front runner. Their primary is on August 6th. There's a boatload of people running on the Republican side. Just a boat. Carrie Lake is running. Remember, she ran for governor and got monkey stomped by what's the white lady's name? I can't think of her name right now. It start with a H. I think it's Hobbs. I can't remember the governor's name. Excuse me. Now people are pointing to Carrie Lake probably getting the nod because she'll have the backing of Trump because she hangs from Donald Trump's nutsack all day long. So they're expecting him to fully endorse her, giving full-throated endorsement of Carrie Lake, which is then going to, you know, give her the nod. There you have it. All right. So it's time for our video breakdown. Now listen. We got 2 videos today, okay? 2. In our first video, my first video was so cute and so funny to me. Put a 27 in the chat if you grew up going to church. And if you was a church kid, I ain't said you had to be a pastor's kid, but if you was one of them kids who grew up going to church, all your friends was in church because y'all went to church 5-6 days a week. So you was a little kid in church and y'all had all y'all inside jokes from in church. Put a 27 in the chat if that is you, if you're one of those people. I just want to see. Hey, man. Diamond Pearl Jim put 327. Listen, when you are a sweet pea, when you ain't gossip in the garden, when you are a church kid, you got to make fun for yourself, okay? You got to make fun. I saw this video and could see me and my friends in church or my relatives in church doing this. So here's our first video breakdown. That was so. Listen, I died laughing when I first saw that because I can see me in my when I was little. That is something we would be doing, baby. The adults caught up in the spirit. We looking at each other, just mocking everybody. That's what you do when you're a little kid and you grow up in church. That's how you know she sing that same song every Sunday with the same runs, same inflection, and everything. Girl, we got to see that one more time because little boy knew every word and every run too. It was so cute to me. That was too cute. One more time on that one. Listen, that thing tickled my spirit today. Girl, I saw that. I said, I got to get that to the people today. Got to get that to the people today. Today, that thing had me laughing. I said, you know what? That was funny to me. Now, listen, I told y'all we had two videos. Now, this second video is just for me, okay? Now, listen, some of y'all forget for all y'all beehive people, all y'all barbs out there, Barty gang and navies, and all of y'all people in through. And when the video surfaced this week of Monroe Cannon, that would be Mariah and Nick Cannon's daughter, singing her face off, it gave me life abundant because she sounded just like my queen Mariah. Oh, y'all ain't see the video? Girl, let me give y'all this video because she sounded like just like her mama. You couldn't told me that wasn't Mariah back in the day. Y'all listen to young little Monroe. Y'all don't see Monroe. Y'all don't see her. You better, y'all don't see her. Y'all don't see her. Y'all better understand. Y'all better understand. Y'all better feel some respect on Monroe's name. Monroe said, Blue Ivy who? Tell Blue Ivy come get some parts of these good vocals. Tell Blue Ivy come see me on these good vocals. Mama can go out there and pop lock and drop it on her mama's tour all she wants to. But my mama is a singer and I'm a singer like her. Tell Blue Ivy come see me at the microphone. That's what you tell Blue Ivy to come do. See me at this good microphone. Cha. The girl got her mama voice. The girl got her mama voice. Now she did that. I'm just saying. The girl got her mama voice. I'm just saying. What do you? I hear what you saying, Tracy, but how can you demonize that girl for sounding like her mama? That's Mariah Carey is her mama. Who else she gonna sound like? When Mariah Carey is your mama, you're supposed to sound like Mariah Carey. I'm just saying. And you're singing a Mariah Carey song. She's a young girl. She's still learning, polishing her chops, getting her own. She'll find her own voice. She'll find her own run. She's always going to sound like her mother. It's called genetics and genes, but she'll find her own voice. I just want y'all to know. Monroe said, "All y'all cheering daughters and sons of other singers, come see me." I'm just saying. They ain't that old. I think they gotta be maybe about what 11 or 12. I don't know. Let me see. How old are Mariah's twins? They are 12 years old. Yeah, they're 12. Yeah, they'll be 13 this year, but they 12 right now. Get it. Get it. Anyway, those were our video breakdowns for the day. It's time for our Black History moment. Our moment in Black History for today. For you sports fans, I found a great Black History moment, one that taught me something. Now, the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. The people descended from the Caucasus Mountains will lead you to believe that all their sports were started by them. I want to introduce you to the Colored Hockey League of the Maritimes. Let me read you a quick blurb on hockey and the history of hockey and this um, Colored Hockey League of the Maritimes. The first reports of hockey being played goes back to 1815 along the Northwest Arm, which is a river south of Halifax in Canada. At the time, the region wasn't home to a large white population, but was home to a small black enclave. According to reports, the residents would play hockey in the winter months when the river froze over. It is unknown whether or not these were the first ice hockey games, but it does mean that blacks weren't playing the sport well before it became popular in the late that blacks were playing the sport well before it became popular in the late 1800s. As the development of the sport into contemporary ice hockey took place, the first organized indoor game was in Montreal in 1875. And by the mid 1890s, there were hundreds of teams in Canada and Europe. At this time, there was the first recorded mention of all black hockey teams, which appeared in 1895. By 1900, the Colored Hockey League of the Maritimes was created, and it was headquartered in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The Colored Hockey League of the Maritimes was initially a church league formed by Black Baptist ministers and church administrators who wanted to use the league to help blacks climb up the social ladder and gain equal footing with the white community. They used sports as the catalyst. The league was based on faith and emphasized sportsmanship and athleticism over brute force. The league used the Bible as their rule book. And that is more information. The league featured more than 400 African Canadian players who were typically natives of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island. As the game continued to develop, the Colored Hockey League of the Maritimes featured more faster paced action on the offensive end of the rink than the White Leagues, which played a more physical style of game. It has been reported that the slap shot, which has been a staple for more than a century, was first used in the Colored Hockey League of the Maritimes about 50 years before it became popular in the NHL. And that's your little known Black History fact. I hope you enjoyed it. That's our little known Black History fact. All right. What cities are we going to today in our Make You Want to Slap Your Mama? Let's see. First, we're going to Dallas, Texas. Now, they say if you're looking for soul food in Dallas, Texas, the place you want to go is Sweet Georgia Brown. That is the place you want to go. There's Sweet Georgia Brown there. I took pictures of the inside of the restaurant, the outside, in case you're looking for one when you go there. There's some of the meals. My internet is really doing a lot today. I got to work on that, y'all. But there's some of the meals that we found that we found there. Yeah. Our next spot is Angie's Soul Food in Cleveland, Ohio. For those who live in Cleveland, Ohio, Angie's Soul Food is your spot for some good soul food. Now, before I get there and show the pictures, if anybody here live in Cleveland, Ohio, just want to know if there's anybody who resides in Cleveland, Ohio, or in the surrounding areas, be it Akron or any of the neighboring border suburbs or cities surrounding Cleveland. I asked it that because as I was looking to see what were some popular soul food restaurants or in Cleveland, Ohio, I noticed a pattern that a lot of their soul food restaurants have been either temporarily closed or permanently closed. And I just wanted to know if there was a backstory to that. I found that very interesting that they're closing all or permanently closing or temporarily closing all of the soul food restaurants. Found it very interesting. Anyway, Angie's Soul Food is the spot from what I understand. Yeah, they say it's real good. I heard they got real good peach cobbler there if you want. There was another spot called Zanzibar, but when I looked at Zanzibar, it looked like a soul food restaurant that was run by some white people that was trying to do soul food. You could always tell when you got white people trying to make soul food because it don't look quite as soulful. But I heard that Angie's Soul Food is a good spot if you want some good soul food down to Cleveland. Now them black eyed peas do look good. That fried chicken do look good as well. I'm just saying, making me hungry. All right. All my young millennials and Gen Z, it's your favorite segment, lyrically speaking. Today's theme is girl groups. Last time we did boy R&B groups. This time we're doing female R&B groups. Everybody with me. So all of the questions will come from lyrics from songs of female R&B groups. This one is going to be harder. I don't know why. I feel like y'all should know all of them, but um oh dear God. Why do people keep Lord, why do people keep texting me? All right. So let's get going. Let's get going. First question. This is an easy one. Now, if you don't know this one, I don't know what to tell you. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly do what. Now, if you don't know this one, uh, just you're just not black. I'm just gonna put it out there. If you don't know this one, you ain't black. How about that? Wait, ain't nobody answer. Wait, what happened? Wait a minute. Nobody has the answer? Oh, thank you, sweet pea. I was about to lose faith in humanity. I was about to lose faith in humanity. I forgot it's a delay. Oh, child, I was about to lose faith in humanity. All right. I feel better now. I feel better now. All right. How long will I give you the red light special? How long will I give you the red light special? Remember, all these songs come from female R&B groups. Hey, Therese, you still at work? All through the night. Thank you, Spicy Original. All through the night. I'll give you the red light special all through the night. Come on now. When do the men all pause? Now, I don't expect none of the youngins to get this one. This old school. I don't expect Xavier, Harold, or Montrez to know this one. I don't expect you to know this one. This is old school. When do the men all pause? You got to. This goes back to this is what. Thank you, Diamond Pearl Jim. When I walk in the room, the men all pause. When I walk in the room, the men all pause. That was climax. That was climax. The men all pause. Climax was that group MVN. They did have it going on. Oh, you knew that with Harold? Come on, Harold. See, I have faith. You give me faith, Harold. You give me faith. Now watch Harold. Now watch Harold miss the next one. This is if you know the song, this is easy. If you don't know the song, then it's not easy. You must learn the rule. Don't come close to what? Girl group, very famous song. Girl group, very famous. This was all of the girls I knew anthem when they was in the club or somewhere and this thing came on. Every girl I knew used to be screaming this song, especially this part in the club. The men, hey, Two Geeks and a Nerd production. Yeah, Climax was that group, honey. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. The actual line goes, "You must learn the rules. Don't come close to anything that belongs to me. He is my property. So where my girl, that's where my girl's at. Where my girl's at from the front to back. What is he feeling that? Well, that was that jam, boy. Where my girl's at was that bump. That was a bump. That was a whole bump. Gossip in the Garden got that one. She got that one. Nah, that's 702. Kia from DC, that's 702 right there. He's mine. You may have had him once, but how long do I have him? Now, this is an easy one. This is an easy one. This is an easy one. This is a real easy one. Spicy Original came right out. This is the easy one. Now, Kia from DC, um, this is Moke and Steph. This is Moke and Steph. This absolutely is Moke and Steph. All right. I try so very hard to keep what alive? This is too easy. This is too easy. This is too easy. I don't even. I mean, even Montrez got this one. All right. I'm glad y'all got that one. All right. Sitting home, waiting for you. What is all I do? Now, this is a hard one. You got to know this group. You got to know this song. This is a hard one. Sitting home, waiting for you. What is all I do? No, not think of you. It's a girl group. Remember, girl group. This is a hard one. See if anybody can get this one. Come on, Kia from DC, sitting home waiting for you. Cause staring at these walls is all I do. That's total. Sitting home. Come on now. Sitting home waiting for you. Cause staring at these walls is all I do. That's total. That's Pam and the girls. Total. Come on, total. At the 23rd of loneliness, what don't we do? At the 23rd of loneliness, what don't we do? Come on, Montrez came right on out. We the 23rd of loneliness, and we don't talk like we used to do. Come on, creep. So I creep. Yeah, just creep. If you don't know the steps and the move, just creep. The problem is you and not me. You got to know the steps. You got to put on some silk pajamas and hit them steps. Come on now. The nasty girl had her booty all out, tongue out of her mouth, cleavage from here to where. That's actually my favorite part of that song. That's actually my favorite part of this song. The nasty girl had her booty all out, tongue out her mouth, cleavage from here to where. Come on, Montrez. I knew you would. I knew you would know that one, Montrez. I knew you would get that one. Booty all out, tongue out her mouth, cleavage from here to Mexico. That was my part when they say, nasty, put some clothes out. You're looking stay. Ow, ow. That was that part. We used to throw it back and look back at it. I was like, ow, bitch. I did used to like that part. That was my favorite part of that song. I like Destiny Child before Beyonce got rid of Latoya and Latavia. The first two albums, I was here for it. After that, girl, go with God. Yeah, booty all out, tongue out of mouth, cleavage from here to Mexico. What was the first mistake? By Vogue. First, what was the first mistake by In Vogue? Gotta know the song. Exactly, spicy original. I wanted too much time. Ooh, my first mistake was I wanted too much time. I had to have it morning, noon, and night. Come on now. I wanted too much time. I'm proud of you, Harold. Harold, you doing good today. You are doing real good today. Who said you can't hurry love? You just have to wait. Who said that? Now that's just old school right there. That's old school right there. Who said that? Who said you can't hurry love? My mama said that. My mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. Come on now. My mama said that. Now Diana Ross sang that, but who said it? Diana told you. My mama said you can't hurry love. Even though my favorite song by the Diana Ross and the Supremes is probably "Come See About Me." So won't you hurry? Come on, boy, and see about me. Come see about me. Come see about. That's my jam. I do love that song. I love their performance on the Johnny Carson show. All right, it's about that time. We got to get out of here. It's time for palate cleansers. I don't know if I had that many palate cleansers today. I was rushing y'all. I was rushing y'all. I had to try to do this in record time today. So I ain't had that many palate cleansers, but we got enough. Y'all ready for palate cleansers? Let's get some palate cleansers in here so we can cleanse our palates before we um get out of here. Oh, we starting off right into Final Jeopardy. Shit now. We get right into Final Jeopardy. Lord Jesus. Mm. Oh, I see you ain't missing no leg days. Jesus. Yeah, I do some things with that. Yeah, that'll get me in trouble. That'll get me in real trouble. Mm, that'll get me in trouble too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of trouble. Oh. Ooh. That's a grown man. Mm, mm. Oh, that's a grown man right there. That's a grown ass man. Oh, that's a lot of man. It's a lot of man. Listen, two geeks and a nerd. I do the best I can. I do the. Yeah, I'm a man of the people. Two geeks and a nerd. I have to find the things for the people, the men's and the women's is for the people. I have to find them. My family got me busy for a minute, so I put my Shondos early. All right, Tracy. That right there would get me in trouble. Y'all know I like some skinny. Y'all know I like some skinny. That would get me in a lot of trouble right there. I do be working overtime down at Pearl Gym, child. I took a couple hours off from work today. I had a light day at work, so I took like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and started doing some production for for this silly Saturday. That's a cute swimsuit. That looks like Miami. That's got to be Miami. I know that bridge. That's Miami. I know that bridge, or those bridges, I should say. Hmm. Oh, oh, oh. Mm. Jesus. We love you too, Tracy W. Oh, y'all know my infatuation with water. Y'all know my infatuation with water. That's a lot of man. That's a big man. Even if he's short, that's still a lot of man. Mm. Oh. Mm. Sweat glistening all on your body. Oh, Jesus. Oh. 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 Lord. Oh. They just keep getting better. Dear Lord. God. Oh. Mm. There go use some great Harold. There you go, Harold. There you go. Use some salt and pepper. There you go, Harold. Oh. Ooh. Y'all know how I feel about glasses and hair. Child. Wow. It's a big man. Ooh. Jesus. Hey, man. I had to go find me some new man pictures. Y'all know how infatuated I am with man. Hey, man. There's another picture of man page. Oh. Oh. That's the last one. That's for me. That right there. That's my. If he was about 5 shades darker, now if he was real dark skinned, but had that same body type, hmm he wouldn't want it, honey. He wouldn't want it. Ooh, child. So listen, that is our silly Saturday on a Friday. That's our silly Saturday on a Friday, y'all. Listen, I've enjoyed y'all. We've been on here 2.5 hours. We about to get out of here. I enjoyed bringing it to y'all. Did y'all enjoy yourselves? If you enjoyed yourself today, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure if you're not subscribed, you go ahead and subscribe. If you enjoyed yourself, consider making a contribution to the channel. Um, it is a labor of love. We enjoy bringing it to you. Hopefully you enjoyed. Um, hopefully you were entertained and enjoyed what we brought today. We're about to get out of here. As I stated, programming note tomorrow. The RuPaul's Drag Race panel will be on my platform tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, I gotta go get some sleep because I gotta get on the road at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, pray my strength in the Lord. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Oh, as always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. Y'all know I told y'all I'm gonna make sure I try and do right by y'all and come and make sure I get give the people what they want. Got to give the people. Got to give them what they want. Um, yeah. Let me get out of here. I got some stuff to do before I head off to bed. So until next time, until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.